What specific problem does the proposed method address regarding the reasoning abilities of small language models, SLMs, compared to large language models, LLMs?
The proposed method addresses the significant performance gap in reasoning abilities between small language models, SLMs, and large language models, LLMs, particularly in complex multi-step problems. It highlights that SLMs struggle with reasoning due to their limited capacity, which necessitates a more carefully designed training strategy. The method employs a multi-stage training paradigm that includes mid-training with extensive chain of thought, COT data, followed by supervised fine-tuning and reinforcement learning with verifiable rewards. This approach allows SLMs to absorb foundational reasoning capabilities and improve generalization, ultimately enhancing their performance on reasoning tasks. The results demonstrate that the Phi-4-Mini-Reasoning model, despite its smaller size, outperforms larger models by effectively addressing these reasoning challenges through systematic training techniques.
Can you provide a detailed step-by-step breakdown of how the proposed method works, including the multi-stage training process and the role of each phase?
The proposed method for enhancing reasoning capabilities in small language models, SLMs, involves a multi-stage training process consisting of three main phases: distillation as mid-training, supervised fine-tuning, and rollout preference learning, followed by reinforcement learning, RL, with verifiable rewards. 1. Distillation as mid-training. Initially, the base model undergoes mid-training using a large corpus of synthetic chain of thought, COT data generated by a more capable model, DeepSeek R1. This phase focuses on next token prediction, allowing the model to absorb a wide range of reasoning trajectories until performance saturates on a validation dataset. 2. Supervised fine-tuning. After mid-training, a compact subset of the COT dataset is selected for fine-tuning. This phase teaches the model to determine when to stop generating responses, utilizing high-quality data to improve performance on complex questions. 3. Rollout preference learning and RL. In this final phase, the model is trained using both accepted and rejected rollouts from previous stages. The rejected rollouts are used to create a preference dataset, where correct answers are preferred over incorrect ones. This is followed by reinforcement learning, where the model is fine-tuned using a reward signal based on the accuracy of its final answers, employing techniques like proximal policy optimization, PPO, and group-based relative policy optimization, GRPO, to enhance stability and effectiveness. Each phase builds upon the previous one, systematically enhancing the model's reasoning capabilities while addressing the unique challenges faced by SLMs.
Could you illustrate the inner workings of the proposed algorithm with a specific example, detailing how the model uses chain of thought, COT data during mid-training?
The proposed algorithm utilizes chain of thought, COT data during mid-training by framing distillation as a process to embed foundational reasoning capabilities into the model. Specifically, the model is trained with next token prediction on a large corpus of synthetic COT data, which includes questions from various domains and difficulty levels. For instance, the COT-style answers are generated by the DeepSeek R1 model, and only correct answers are retained through rejection sampling. This mid-training phase allows the model to absorb a substantial volume of reasoning trajectories, iteratively using as much COT training data as possible until performance saturates on a validation dataset. By equipping the model with general COT reasoning capabilities, this stage lays a strong foundation for subsequent fine-tuning and reinforcement learning, ultimately enhancing the model's reasoning performance.
What are the empirical advantages demonstrated by the Phi-4-Mini-Reasoning model in comparison to baseline models, and how are these benefits quantified?
The Phi-4-Mini-Reasoning model, with only 3.8 billion parameters, outperforms several leading open-source baseline models, including DeepSeek R1 Distill Llama-8b and Bespoke Stratus 7b, which are nearly twice its size. This performance advantage is quantified through evaluation on 3 mathematical reasoning tasks, AMY 24, Math 500, and GPQA Diamond, where the model consistently achieves higher accuracy scores. Additionally, an ablation study reveals that the distillation training significantly enhances the model's reasoning capabilities, as indicated by improved Phi-4-Mini metrics, which reflect the proportion of problems solvable within a set number of attempts. The results demonstrate that the multi-stage training approach, including reinforcement learning fine-tuning, contributes to an average performance boost of approximately 7 points over the base model. Overall, these empirical advantages highlight the effectiveness of the Phi-4-Mini-Reasoning model in complex reasoning tasks compared to its larger counterparts.
How was the proposed method validated experimentally, and what datasets and metrics were used to evaluate its performance?
The proposed method, Phi-4-Mini-Reasoning, was validated experimentally by evaluating its performance on 3 mathematical reasoning tasks: AMY 24, Math 500, and GPQA Diamond. For the evaluation, the generation parameters were set with a temperature of 0.6 top_P of 0.95 and a maximum sequence length of 32K, with 3 runs conducted for each task to report average performance. The model was compared against several leading open-source small-scale reasoning models, including DeepSeek R1 Distill Llama -8b, Bespoke Strata 7b, and OpenThinker 7b to assess its effectiveness. Additionally, an ablation study was performed to understand the contribution of each training stage to the model's reasoning capability, using the Phi-4-Mini metric to measure the proportion of problems solved within multiple attempts. The results indicated that Phi-4-Mini-Reasoning outperformed all baseline models, demonstrating the effectiveness of the proposed training methodology.
What are some limitations or potential drawbacks of the proposed approach, particularly in the context of applying it to reasoning tasks outside the training domain?
The proposed approach, while effective for enhancing reasoning capabilities in small language models, SLMs, has notable limitations when applied to reasoning tasks outside the training domain. Firstly, the model's performance heavily relies on the quality and diversity of the reasoning datasets used during training. Thus, if the new tasks differ significantly from the training data, the model may struggle to generalize effectively. Additionally, the mid-training phase requires a substantial volume of reasoning trajectories, which may not be readily available for all domains, potentially leading to inadequate training. Furthermore, the reliance on reinforcement learning with verifiable rewards may introduce instability, particularly in tasks with high variability in response lengths, which could hinder the model's adaptability to unfamiliar reasoning contexts. Lastly, the model's sensitivity to intra-group length discrepancies during training could exacerbate performance issues when faced with diverse reasoning tasks that were not part of the original training set.